Why on earth would you want to put square tires on your car? Well, as a matter of fact, most cars actually come with square tires on them already, except they don't look like this because they're not actually squares. The term square tire actually means that you're running the same tire on all four corners of your car. So most front wheel and all-wheel drive cars actually come like this from the factory, but rear wheel drive cars usually don't. However, it's extremely common for these rear wheel drive cars that want to handle well to go ahead and convert to a square tire setup. Now, the two big reasons that the rear-wheel drive cars usually come from the factory with larger rear wheels are, number one, people usually just care about having grip on the tires that send power to the road, that being the rear wheels. And if you didn't know, the wider the tire, the more grip you get. And number two, it's also just safer to have less grip in the front to prevent oversteer and spinning out, which is far more common with rear-wheel drive cars than other platforms. But here's the thing, in an environment where your car needs to handle, you need a lot of grip on those front tires, otherwise you're just going to be understeering and not getting through turns very fast. So reason number one to go with square tires is to improve your handling, get more grip on those front tires, overall get through turns faster, and crank down your lap times. Now, this is going to be more important in front-engine rear-wheel drive cars because that means you're going to have more weight up front, and you need that thicker tire to support that extra weight. So now when it comes to rear-engine cars where most of the weight is in the rear, you might not want to go all the way up to your rear tire size in the front because that might just be too much and slow you down in the end. But it depends on the car, and it is often the case that you do want to bump up your front tire size, even if you don't go all the way to your rear size. Reason number two is increasing your braking performance, decreasing the amount of time it takes you to brake, and actually, believe it or not, doing this causes your brakes to overheat less if you brake faster. So now, as a lot of you guys may know, when you brake your car leans forward, and if your car wasn't front weighted already, it's going to be after you hit those brakes. So a lot of the braking load gets put on your front tires. So for this reason, having that extra tire up front is going to help you brake faster. Now, reason number three, which might be the biggest reason for a lot of you guys out there, is that when you have square tires, you now have the ability to rotate tires front to back. But you also need to have the same exact wheel in order to be able to do this, meaning the same offset and everything. Now, this one is so important that I literally just wide-bodied the rear of my car to be able to fit a square wheel size back there and have the option to rotate tires. But the other thing is also now you can have one spare tire that can go anywhere on your car. So if I'm going to a track event, let's say, God forbid, I accidentally run over a nail and my tire is gone, my track day is not over now. I can just put my other tire back on there and continue on with my day. And for those of you that run softer compounds, sometimes one tire won't get you through an entire day. So if your front tires take more load, you can go ahead and swap the fronts to the rear halfway through the event and get that little bit of extra life to go on and finish the event with one set of tires. Now, real quick, the cons of a square tire setup is that wider tires cost more, and then also having that wider tire increases your rolling resistance, which is not good if you're just like an economy car or a drag racing car. You don't want that rolling resistance because you don't care about having that extra handling. But yeah, those are the three biggest reasons. I like these questions, guys, so keep going. Ask me any more questions you have about car performance, why you should do certain things, and how to do certain things.